What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Pick Six channel, and today we will be ranking NFL alternate slash throwback jerseys for the 2025 NFL season. Okay, yesterday we did the home jerseys. Today we got some good stuff here because some of these jerseys are very clean, others not so much. All right, I think it is missing a couple of them, but that's fine. Some of them didn't make the cut. However, most of them did. So here's the tier list that we're gonna go off of. Start from the very top. So the top we have cream of the crop, best of the best. Then we'll go clean, decent, mid, and that's nasty. Best believe there's gonna be some jerseys on here that are gonna go right here. And it's unfortunate. Yesterday, I was very low on the Atlanta Falcons. Why, you may ask? Because they have a really good color scheme with very, very middle of the pack jerseys. They actually went on the very bottom of my list because of how bad their jersey is compared to how good it could be. I'm not gonna rant too much about it. All right, I'll leave the Falcon fans alone. All right, man. So first we have the Miami Dolphins and their throwback whites. I don't really like their current jerseys. They should just go back to this. This is a way better look than what they have now. From the logo to the actual uniform itself, it is completely better. I'm not a huge fan of their color scheme. However, this look is really good. Okay, really good jersey. I'm not really even sure how many mids or decents we're going to have on here because a lot of these are really nice. These ones are definitely clean. All right, definitely clean. Dolphins, go back to the scheme, man. It's way better. All right, trust me, Miami. Next, we have the Detroit Lions with their Turkey Bowl uniforms. Now, these are okay. I'm a sucker for blue and gray. That is a great combination. However, these are just kind of plain, kind of bland, no stripes at all. It's just a number and I guess a silver helmet. I guess it's more silver and blue. It's just plain. There's no logo, no nothing. I guess it's a throwback, right? Nothing really there. It's just kind of mid. And that sucks to say because I really do like the colorway. It really does go together well. They only wear it once a year, I believe, and I think it's only for Thanksgiving, which is nice, but these are just mid. They definitely have better uniforms, which we do see right now. Then we have the Tennessee Titans with the Houston Oilers jerseys. These are really great. These are great, really good, really clean. I like the light blue with the red. It goes well. Just a well put together jersey, man. Yeah, those are clean. We'll go clean here. They're not good enough to be cream of the crop, but they're very close to it. All right. I mean, there's a lot of jerseys on here. I'm trying to be picky with putting them at cream of the crop, but they're close. They're ringing on the doorbell a little bit. Next, we have the Detroit Lions once again with these black and blue jerseys. Clean, man. Absolutely great jersey. I'm not really sure why they decided to go with the blue helmet here. I would have just gone with a black helmet with the blue Lions logo. That's just me, though. Although it does look really nice. Especially when you have the black pants with it. Just doing all black, but they're trying to stand out a little bit more. The gray outline on this uniform, phenomenal. The Lions above the jersey, above the numbering, great. The stripes on the sides, great. This, to me, is cream of the crop. I'm hitting my table a lot, but that's because I'm passionate about this. These are really cool, man. They are black and blue. I'm a sucker for black and blue. All right? Am I biased because of the colorway? Maybe. But these, chef's kiss, man. Chef's kiss. They did it right there. Cream of the crop. That's our first one of the day. Then we have the Washington Commanders. This guy doesn't have a head. Yeah, just throwing that out there. These are nice. The Commanders should just go back to this. Okay? They're so close from going back to the original Washington team, all right? I'm not going to say it, but they're so close. This is a step in the right direction, I believe. These are clean. These aren't the greatest jerseys ever, but these are probably the best that they have right now, in my opinion. So we'll go clean here. I do like them. I do. I think they look better with white pants. These in particular. I know some teams all red works, but I don't know. I feel like for the Commanders, I feel like white would go better. White pants would go better. That's just me, though. I don't know. Then we have the Minnesota Vikings with Justin Jefferson in the all whites. Now, this is a new trend that quite a few teams are taking on. I'm not that big of a fan of it. Some of these, it looks very clean with the all whites. Some teams, it's just not necessary. Okay, I believe the Bengals were the first team to do this a few years ago, and now teams are trying to follow that trend. It doesn't work for everybody. Okay? For the Vikings, yeah, it works. I mean, their jersey now is just kind of whatever's. All white, though, with the white helmet, I'd say it's decent. I'm not that big of a fan of the Minnesota Vikings jerseys their current jerseys. I like their throwbacks more. For the Vikings, this concept does work, though. I'll throw that out there. I'll say that. Now we have the Seattle Seahawks with the highlighter jerseys. Oh, man. You could see these guys a mile away. If you're wearing this jersey in a grocery store and you get lost, you'll be found real quick. Again, this is another team. I don't really like their current uniform. Most throwback uniforms are better than current. That's undebatable. Same thing with the Seahawks. I don't hate the highlighter color. I don't. Yeah, this doesn't work for me, man. It just doesn't. Maybe if the jersey was different, it could make the highlighter green better, the neon green better. I don't know, man. It's just not my thing. And they try to switch it up sometimes with the blue pants, and that, I guess it looks a little better. It's just not my thing. Next, we have the Chicago Bears with I believe their 100th anniversary white jerseys with that helmet. I'm not really sure what the scheme of the helmet's supposed to be. It's just kind of like 3 stripes. I don't know. These are mid too. The uniform as a whole is mid. The jerseys are decent. Just the uniform as a whole is just whatevers. Next, we have the Denver Broncos. These are just their regular home jerseys. These aren't nasty. These aren't good. No, they're mid. Broncos, you guys had no reason to really rebrand. Their logo and jerseys were completely fine. The ones that you wore during the Peyton Manning era, I guess you wanted to switch things up. But this just doesn't work. I mean, I guess the navy blue ones don't look too bad. The orange ones, I don't really like. The road ones, I don't really like. The throwbacks ones are obviously their best by far, but these ones, yeah, they're okay, I guess. Now we have the Cleveland Browns with an all-brown scheme, including the helmet. This is the first time in Cleveland Brown history that they're wearing brown helmets, which for a team that's called the Browns to never have brown helmets is something. These are actually clean. Again, the colorway for the Browns is just not good, but they make it work. Their jerseys actually aren't bad. They're actually really good for the color scheme that they have. I like these. These are actually kind of clean, man. I'm being serious here. Remember, I'm saying this as a Steelers fan. Those jerseys are pretty clean. So, Cleveland, I don't know what's up with your quarterback situation. You guys are just trying to get every single quarterback on the roster. I don't know if you guys are going to have an all-quarterback team, but these helmets, though, guys are doing something right. Good job, Cleveland. Then we got the Panthers alternate blues. These are okay. I like these better than any other jersey that they have. I think these are I think they're decent. They're decent. I think they'll go better with white pants, but that's just me. Okay. You know how I literally just said that the Panthers blues are the best that they have? I lied. Okay, well, I didn't lie, but I didn't see these all blacks. These are nice. I like them with the black helmet, black pants. They got it right. They got it right there. All right, these are clean. Not the cleanest all blacks out there, but they're there. I like them. Nothing too crazy. I think the Panthers needed a black helmet. It really, really fits them well. Next, we have the Raiders. These are really clean. Extremely clean. You got the gray or the silver, whatever you want to call it, number with the black outline. Gives it a pop. You know, with the gray or silver. I don't know what they call it. All right. With the silver pants, silver helmet. These are nice. These should just be their road jerseys because in my eyes, their regular road jerseys are kind of lacking in any sort of character or spice or anything like that. I'm sorry, Raiders, okay? That's just really what it is. Their home jerseys are great. Don't get me wrong. Their home jerseys are great, but the road is just kind of lacking. These, however, these have character. These have a nice little twist to it. Those are clean. Very clean. I'll even go out on a limb and say that's probably their best looking Raider jersey right now. I might like these better than the home jerseys. Next, we have the throwback Green Bay Packers. I think they're a throwback or they're color rush. Whatever. We have all green with the yellow helmet. These are all right. Nothing crazy. I think they're just mid. All right, Packers, I don't know, man. Some of the jerseys and concepts that they have, they aren't that great. Their home uniforms are obviously iconic. So same thing with the road, but their alternates are like never that good in my eyes. You guys can let me know, how do you guys feel about the Packers alternates? The throwbacks that they had in the Aaron Rodgers era, not good. The throwbacks that they have now, actually, they're kind of decent. I mean, we see them right there. They're kind of decent. It just, I don't know. Next, we have the Chicago Bears and the orange with white pants and orange helmet. Should I do it? I haven't put one on here yet. Now, the Bears jerseys, regular home, actually isn't bad. I think they're actually good. These, do the Bears really need an orange helmet? Is that really necessary? And if you're going to go all out, just go all orange. All right, the white pants with the orange jersey, I get it matches, but it just doesn't look right for me. I don't know, man. If you're going to go orange, if you're going to go big orange, just go all out, all orange, colorless type theme. I don't like these. These are nasty, bro. Yeah, they're nasty. They're nasty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chicago fans. These just aren't it. Then we have the Cleveland Browns once again with these throwbacks. Really nice. Really nice uniform. You got the white pants, white jersey with the orange outline and brown number. This is a great uniform. It really is. And I guess this guy is missing half of his head. These are very clean. Again, the Browns are just doing it well with their uniforms nowadays. The ones that they had before, like in the 0-16 era, those jerseys sucked. Since they revamped their old jerseys, I mean, they should never go back to anything else. Then we got the Buffalo Bills red jerseys. I actually really like these. Buffalo Bills actually have underrated jerseys. Shout out to all the Bills fans out there. You guys have some underrated, underappreciated jerseys. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me, and I just like red, white, and blue as a color scheme. Bills are doing it right. And these are with the white pants and white helmet. They're clean. I do know they're bringing back the red helmet. I'm not sure if they're going to wear red pants and go just completely all red, or if they're going to go with the white pants with the red helmet and jersey. Honestly, if I were the Bills, I'd go red helmet, red jersey, and white pants. I don't know. To me, that just looks more clean. But either way, they're going to be hit. It's going to be a good uniform. These are clean. Very clean. Then we have the Dallas Cowboys with their colorless jerseys. Their best uniform, in my opinion, with the white helmet. You got the navy blue shoulders. I like the numbering on here. These are kind of like a throwback. They look very similar to the throwbacks. Are they kind of considered throwbacks? I don't know, but really nice. As much as we could hate the Cowboys, they do have some really nice uniforms, man. Those are definitely clean. All right, I'm facing like a real ad. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm going to get some hate for these. I know I am. We have the Philadelphia Eagles throwbacks. The green. To me, I'm going to say it. These are overrated. People say that this is the best jersey in the NFL, and I disagree, man. I really do. I don't think that they're a bad jersey. I think it's the best that they've got. But I don't think they're cream of the crop, man. They're clean, yes, absolutely. These just don't do it for me completely. These are clean. All right? And I know that's very controversial. And I like the color green. I really do like the color green. Those ones just, I don't know, man. They're just missing something there. Oh, man, I know I might get so hate for that, but oh well. Next, we have the Atlanta Falcons. And I was very tough on the Falcons for their home jerseys. These are nice. All right, Falcons. Make that your home jersey. It is that simple. This right here, I just hit my microphone. This right here is what an Atlanta Falcons uniform should look like. You got the red helmet. You got the black jersey, white number, red outline. That is a really good jersey, Falcons. That is how you utilize your colorway. Those very, very clean. I just realized I only have one at Cream of the Crop so far. That's going to change. at some point because we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the creamsicle. Now, if someone were to say that these are the best jerseys in the NFL, I wouldn't disagree with them. Now, I could probably argue with other jerseys, but damn, these are clean. Very great jersey. Oh, let's see. Now I'm looking over here just to see if the other ones are on there. Again, this is going to be controversial. I'm going to be putting them at clean. Now, there is going to be a Tampa Bay Buccaneer jersey that's going to go cream of the crop. Okay? I'm saying that right now. Then we got the San Francisco 49ers throwbacks. These are nice. These are some of the most underrated throwbacks out there. I know it's very similar to the jerseys that they wear now, the regular jerseys that they wear now. These have just the shadow on them. Very nice. Very nice. Just that little bit of more detail makes a huge difference in a jersey. It really does. These are very clean. Not to mention the pants really just accommodate the jersey and uniform very well. Next, we have the Baltimore Ravens with the grimace jerseys, all purpled out. Now, this is their first. I'm sorry, they wore the purple helmets for the first time last season. The first time that they've ever brought out a different colored helmet with a different logo. I don't really dig the logo. These jerseys aren't all that either. Ravens do have really nice jerseys, and I'm not even sure if they've ever done a rebrand. This ain't doing it for me. The uniform as a whole was just their color rush, and I guess it still technically is a color rush, just with a different color helmet. Yeah, these are just mid. And no, I'm not hating. All right, I know I'm a Steeler fan. I'm not hating on the Ravens because they do have nice uniforms, just not these. They could have done maybe a different logo. Maybe the logo with the Maryland flag would have looked nice for the helmet. Yeah, these just ain't really doing it for me. Next, we have the Los Angeles Chargers bananas or minions, whatever you want to call it. These aren't bad. I hear people bashing them. I actually kind of like them. I don't know what it is about them. I kind of do like them. My helmet is throwing it kind of off a little bit. These are actually not too bad. I think these are decent. These aren't great. These aren't cream of the crop. They're just decent. Probably some of the weaker Charger uniforms that they have or concepts that they have. But even the Chargers' worst uniform is better than some of the team's current best. Okay. Chargers do have some nice uniforms. Next, we have the Denver Broncos with the throwbacks. I like these. I like these a lot. By far the best that they have. You got those jerseys are just clean. Those are really doing something. Ooh. These are flirting very much with cream of the crop. Ooh. Yeah. I'm going to give them cream of the crop, man. Those are just straight fire, man. Next, we got the Houston Texans alternates. Like I said before, I really like the Houston Texans new stuff. I really think they hit the road. Just every every uniform concept they really did very well, from away to alternate. These are nice, very good. I don't know exactly what they call it. It's like their city edition or something like that. They're doing something really well. They even have a different logo for it for the helmets. These are very clean. Very clean uniforms. I could even make the argument that the Houston Texans right now have some of the best uniforms in all of the NFL. Next, we have the New Orleans Saints with gold jerseys. Here's the thing. We're ranking like the uniform as a whole. I'm a fan of the gold jersey. They did it wrong though. Okay. If you're gonna go gold, just go gold out. All right. With just go gold helmet and gold pants. That would be so much better. I have no idea why they decided to go with the black helmet here and black pants. I don't know. It just kind of makes it look like a practice type jersey, practice type uniform. I can't really explain it. Yeah, man. I mean, it's cool that the Saints brought out a black helmet, but it would work so much better if they did it with just the regular home jerseys instead of gold. These really had potential to be great. These are just mid, though. It's not the jersey itself. It's just everything that's around it, all right? The jersey's carrying that concept right there. Next, we have the Washington Commanders. some of these pictures are kind of old, man. You get Carson Wentz in a Commanders jersey. These are by far the worst all black jerseys. I don't like the numbering on the back, how on the name it kind of has the lines under it. These aren't good. These are nasty, bro. These are nasty. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah, and just the font on the numbering and all that either. Yeah, Commanders, just go back to the branding that you had. Seriously, that was so much better than what you have now. Now we have this. I almost said San Diego. Now we have the Superchargers. Throwback / color rush / whatever you want to call it. These are straight fire, man. Okay. I would say you should just make them your regular home jersey, but some jerseys are just so too good to have to just wear every single home game. I think these should typically only be worn on special occasions. They're that good. These are cream of the crop right here. I almost said San Diego Chargers because it's kind of throwing it back to the San Diego Supercharger days. These are some damn clean uniforms. Cream of the crop, man. These might actually be my favorite jerseys right now. Those are fire, man. And the helmet goes with it well. Okay. You guys wanted me to do this. It just had... These ones just had to be on the list. I did talk about them. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers. New throwback uniforms. Paying homage to 1933. Although it's technically not a throwback because they made their own little adjustments to it. It's an alternate. I've really tried my best to like these. I want to like these. These just aren't it. I don't like that there's two different type of numberings from the front and the back. It's just weird to me. In the front, you have a white number with black outline, and on the back, you just have all black for the numbering and the name. It just doesn't look good. The yellow helmet doesn't go with it either. Okay, because as much as you want to criticize the pants, as much as you can criticize the pants, it's a throwback from the 30s. Okay, that's just what uniforms looked like back then. These just aren't good. I was really excited when I heard the rumor that they're going to bring back the gold helmet. It doesn't go with this, man. It probably would go better with the color rush. Not with this, though. Oh, my goodness. I hate to do this as a Steelers fan. I do. That's nasty, man. That is nasty. I want to like them so much, too. I do. The Bumblebee ones, a lot of people said that those were ugly. I actually saw the beauty in those. Okay? Unlike a lot of people. I don't see the beauty in these. I don't like them. They're going to be wearing them when they play the Packers, which I would think that the Packers are going to wear their white helmets for that game, because if not, it's going to be very confusing. But I'm gonna go too much on a rant. Okay, those I don't like. I'm sorry. Yeah. Next, we have the Buffalo Bills red helmets with the regular home blue jerseys. Those are actually nice. For some reason, it really does it for me. Very clean. We'll put them at clean. By the way, that visor that Josh Allen has in that picture, that is a clean photo, man. I don't know. Give props to whoever took that picture. They did a really good job. May even deserve a raise. Then we have the throwback Buffalo Bills uniforms that they've worn. I mean, they've used that as a throwback for a long time now, with the little bit of an adjustment to the helmet. Jersey's just fire. Helmet is all right. These, I'd say they're decent. For one reason or another, I like their current uniforms better, which is actually very uncommon for me to say. I think their current uniforms are better than the throwbacks. Then we have the Green Bay Packers throwbacks. These are definitely a step up from the Steelers. I mean, look at the detail in the helmet. It looks like a leather helmet. Obviously, it's modernized. It's not a leather helmet, but they give the illusion of it being a leather helmet. Jerseys, not that great. Pants, obviously not that great either. These are definitely a step above the Steeler ones. They're mid. They're mid at best. Okay, what's carrying these is just the detail. Those might actually be the best helmet in the NFL just because of the detail that they put into it. Very good, Packers, on your end on that, at least. Then we got the Dallas Cowboys with their throwbacks, the ones that they typically wear on Thanksgiving. Very nice. I like the white on there. Obviously the blue is very nice. Let's see where I rank the. Okay, if those are clean, I think these are better than these, but they're still very clean, man. So we'll go clean on those as well. Remember, I told you guys I'm gonna have a lot of clean on here, and I do. It seems like teams take their alternates or throwbacks more seriously than their regular home or regular away. Why is that? I don't know. But yeah, those are really good. Then we got the New Orleans Saints. Now, they have 3 different color helmets this season with the new rule, which why was there a rule of having a certain amount that you couldn't have any other colored helmets? I don't know. That was kind of stupid. The jersey is fire. All white. I know they have a little bit more detail on the helmet. It's like, I don't know, gold dust or something on there. that makes it pop out a little bit more. Usually, I'm a huge fan of the Saints jerseys and uniforms. Not every team needs to do all white, though. I think it was completely fine with the gold helmet with this concept. Yeah, these are just decent. I'm not all that with the all whites. All right, you know what, guys? I decided to add a new tier, a tier above clean. We have very clean. All right. I just feel like too many were going in the same one. So for very clean, see, some of these are getting a promotion. All right, we have the creamsicle, very clean. We have the Oilers. That one's gonna go very clean as well. And let's see what else we got. Philly, you guys are going very clean. All right. Now, let's get some more. All right, we have the Houston Texans Battle Red. Those helmets just shine. I mean, look at the shine on that picture. That's good photography right there. All right, I don't know who took that picture. I would I was trying to let's see. Whatever. Very great. Those are gonna go very clean, man. I like the Houston Texans jerseys. I really do. Next, we have the Indianapolis Colts. Now, I do like black and blue. For some reason, these aren't doing it for me. They tried something different because they've had practically the same uniform for their whole existence. They came out with a black helmet for an all blue fit. There's just a little bit of black in here as far as the jersey or the pants, and it's literally only the outline and I guess the very edges of the jersey. So to have a black helmet with that doesn't really make sense to me. These are just mid. Nothing too crazy. They could do better. They could do better. Next, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars throwing it back with these uniforms. I don't like the color scheme for the Jaguars, if I'm being honest. However, those jerseys are some nice jerseys, man. Some good stuff. Those are pretty damn clean. Next, we have the San Francisco 49ers road throwbacks. I like these better than the home ones for some reason. I don't know. I just feel like the red on white just looks better to me personally. The all white pants and jerseys, these are very well. I know they have they got Jimmy G on there, man. So I don't know why some of these pictures are old, but oh, that's funny. I think these are very clean as well. These are very clean. Just a little bit of a step up compared to their home ones, although their home throwbacks are very nice as well. Next, we have the all white with the Cincinnati Bengals. These are probably the best all whites out there. They are. I know a lot of people like them. The helmets are great. The jersey, it's all right. I think the helmet's what carries this. But it's good enough to go clean. It really is. Next, we have the Miami Dolphin throwbacks. Very nice. Just make that your home. Okay, I feel like I'm saying that a lot in this video. Those ones are actually very clean. Again, it's weird that some of these teams, I just don't like their colorway. Like, I don't think the Dolphins have the best colorway, but it's just more of what you do with it. Kind of like the Browns. I don't like their colorway, but they got some nice jerseys. These Miami Dolphin ones, they're just nice, really nice. Then we have the Arizona Cardinals all black uniforms, even with the black helmets. Now, they did come out with the all black scheme a few years ago, I believe, when the color rush thing started. However, they wore white helmets with it, which looked a little bit weird. Now that they have the black helmets, those helmets are nice. Some are very nice. I just feel like this jersey and uniform is missing something, a little bit of spice, a little bit of character, a little bit of seasoning. Just something there. I can't really put I can't really point out what it is. These aren't bad by any means. They're just decent. Then we have the Jets all black. I don't think they wear these anymore. Okay, well, these aren't the ones that they wear anymore. The ones that they wear now are way better than these ones. I guess so. The Jets don't get a fair shake here. These suck. That jersey concept sucked. Okay, although if you're a Jets fan watching, the new all black ones that you guys have are very cool, man. It's a spin of the throwback and current, and they did a really good job with the redesign, I guess. Oh, then we have the Steelers color rush with Antonio Brown in the picture. I want to be a biased Steelers fan right here. I really want to be a biased Steelers fan. You guys don't know how bad I want to do it. These are arguably the best Steeler uniforms ever. These are probably my favorite Steeler uniforms of all time. Behind that's the Bumblebee. Why is it the Bumblebee, you may ask? I don't know. Maybe because Big Ben was throwing 6 passing touchdowns with those jerseys on. For the short time that they wore those jerseys, they did very great. These are very clean. I do want to be very biased, but you know what? I'm not going to do that. Okay. And besides, I want to be picky with what I put at the cream of the crop. Then we have the New York Football Giants that play in New Jersey. Those are very cool. The current Giants uniforms aren't really all that. These are very clean. Now we'll go clean. Yeah, we'll just stick to clean. Okay. Remember how I said that I'm going to have another Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey in the cream of the crop, in the elite? This is it. I don't know why. I just happen to like the all white better than the creamsicle jersey. You have the light orange number with the red outline with the white helmet. That's cream of the crop right there. These are really up there with my favorites. If I can move it up there, we're just gonna have to move like we're in an elevator. Yeah, those are just very clean. And I can't really tell you why I like them better than these. I guess just this team did the all whites the right way. Next, we have the Minnesota Vikings with the all purple, the Grimace once again. These are just okay. Ain't nothing too flashy about it. These are just decent. I do like the yellow numbering, but I don't know, man. Maybe if they mix it up, maybe if they put yellow pants. Nah. That wouldn't look good either. You know what, Vikings, I don't really know what you're missing here. I don't, but you guys are missing something. All right, just so you know, I don't know exactly what the problem is with these jerseys, but there's a bit of a problem. There's just missing a little bit. Then we have the New England Patriots Throwback Reds. Very great. They had one of the biggest blowouts ever wearing these jerseys. I think it was against the Tennessee Titans, right? Yeah, I mean, they had a field day that day. Some of the best throwbacks in the game. Now we have the Cincinnati Orange. I've already said I don't really like the current uniforms for the Cincinnati Bengals. The orange just doesn't look good. It's not a good looking orange. Like, this is a good looking orange. This and this doesn't really do it for me too much. These are just mid. They're not terrible. Definitely not good. Next, we have the Philadelphia Eagles All Blacks. These are very similar to just the regular jerseys. They're just in the color black, including the helmets. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really dig them too much. They're just decent. You know, I do like the black and green color scheme. I don't know, man. There's just nothing, no real flavor to it. They got the Baltimore Ravens, black jersey with the purple pants. That's a clean look. It really is. Probably the best combination that the Ravens have right now. And I don't expect them to ever get rid of that because it is that damn clean. We'll go clean for the Ravens right here. That to me is their best uniform concept. Okay, we're at the final four. We have the Minnesota Vikings throwbacks, just way better than what they got. Way better. And you got the gray on the helmet a little bit, really making it look like that 70s-ish helmet. These are really clean. Okay. Now you got the New York Football Giants throwbacks. I did say I like some red, white, and blue on a jersey. I did say that. However, these just suck. These are terrible. These are awful. I am not sure how they even made that design. What is this, in the 30s or 20s? I don't even know how long the Giants have been a team. I'm not sure how they made this design. I don't know why they made this design. Yeah, that's bad. That is nasty. That is the worst jersey on this list. Now, I hear people compare this jersey to this jersey. Although this jersey is bad, the Steelers jersey is bad, it is not that bad. Okay. Oh man, that's terrible. All right, next we have the New York Jets throwbacks, the ones that they used to wear. They've worn them a couple of times. They even wore them in the Mark Sanchez era of the New York Jets. I like them. I really do. They're very clean. Very clean. I just like the detail on them. The logo. Just everything about it, man. And I don't even know what made them decide to go from this to this, because that was a very, very big downgrade. Now we have the Seattle Seahawks throwbacks. I really like them. I like the color. I like the green on there. It's not it's not like a neon or highlighter green. It's just more somewhat of a light green, I guess. These are cream of the crop. Easy. I have to move them up like they're on an elevator. I don't know why. Damn, these are a lot of jerseys, bro. All right. We're almost done. Last one. We have the Green Bay Packers all white. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Again, like I said, some of these teams, all white just doesn't work. I know it's a new trend, and not every team needs it, especially the Packers. The helmet is just boring. It's just the same jersey, the same real jersey, just with white pants. No real creativity here other than the helmet, I guess, which even that is just not much to it. Those are just mid, and they're mid at best, I believe. Okay. So now that we're done with all that, let's see who made the elite. Only 5 made the cream of the crop. That being the Detroit Lions, and it's in no particular order. Okay. Any one of these could be number 1. I'm not gonna say which one. Personally, my 2 favorite are the Chargers and the Buccaneers. I think those are 2 of the best jerseys right now. I can't really put a finger on why they are, but they just are. But these are my cream of the crop, my top 5. You guys can let me know, what are your top 5 jerseys in the NFL right now? Did I get the top 5 completely wrong? Was I hating on the I know I'm going to get this. Was I hating on the Philadelphia Eagles jerseys too much? Was I too harsh with the Throwback Eagles ones? I don't think so. I just think they're a little bit overrated. It's not really my cup of tea. Okay? But you guys can let me know down in the comment section, what are your top 5 favorite jerseys right now? You guys can let me know. That's all I got for this one, guys, and I'll catch